What would you say is the biggest change in the industry in the past 5 years?
Biggest, I'm tempted to say the biggest change in the industry is no change, because it's just amazing, uh, the things that haven't changed. But maybe the biggest change in the industry is how um, omnivorous consumers have become. I can remember, you know, I'm dating myself now. I can remember three networks, and I can remember people only listen to six radio stations, and they only read five or six magazines. And now the number of, forget individual programs or titles or stations, the number of devices that people use are just is just remarkable. Uh, we, a year and a half ago or so, we working with Ball State. We did the video consumer mapping study for the Nielsen Fund Council for Research Excellence, which is a long name. And one of the most interesting findings we found is if you compare people 65 and older to people 18 to 24, the 18 to 24-year-olds consume twice as many media platforms at a significant rate as do the older group. So, you know, just the way that new platforms have been adopted by consumers is just remarkable. Now, in contrast to that, the way media plans, advertisers, agencies have adopted new platforms is a little less than impressive.
Can you give me 3 predictions for the next 5 years?
Well, here's the easy one. There'll be less change than any of us could possibly imagine. There'll still be an upfront, but to be a little less cynical and a little more positive, the thing I have the greatest hope for are mobile location-based services. I think the thing we've seen over the years is that technologies and services that offer real value to consumers are the ones that get picked up. So, you know, people love their iPhones because they do so many things. It'd be good if they could make a phone call, but, you know, all right, so you can't have everything. You know, people love their DVRs because after years of their VCR flashing, you know, 000 at them, or 12 or whatever, you know, they actually have something that works and does what they need it to do. And I think location-based services on a mobile phone are going to be tremendously valuable because we're just a society increasingly on the go. So I'm really anxious to see those come to fruition. There are challenges. I mean, there are engineering challenges and design challenges, working with a little tiny screen and so forth. But I think the potential for value is just tremendous.
Have I left anything out? Is there anything that you would like to add?
I'm curious what the next 5 years bring myself, that's all.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
It's been terrific.
Welcome. Good.